guys, today we're going to jump straight into the tutorial. So here is my bare face. First of all, you want to prime. You really want to prime your face because we're wearing a ton of makeup. So I'm using my Makeup Forever smoothing primer and then putting foundation on the bottom half of my face because the top half is going to be covered by makeup, so you don't need to bother up there. I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Golden. Next, moving on to the kind of dripping mask section. First of all, I'm just using the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. The NYX Jumbo Pencils are freaking bomb for Halloween tutorials. They're so easy to use and they come in like the most colours you would ever know. So I'm just using the white one to kind of map out where I want this top half with the drips to be. I'm using white because, as you can see here, like I didn't like that drip, so I just drew it again. Super easy to just rub away, and I just filled in the drips like this bit with white just so it was clearer for me to see where they were falling. And yeah, just basically this is the part where you're just mapping out where you want the top half to fall, like how low. And then like this one, like I just did not like the way this was sitting at all, so I literally just rubbed it off with my finger, and then I just go over with the foundation brush just to make sure like there's no white smudgy bits, and then I just draw it straight back over. I wanted to keep that bit in just to show you that this bit is the time when you can make mistakes and just basically work out exactly the shape you want. I worked out that my drips I did to begin with were too like fat. They needed to go in and then out again to look more drip like. So again, I did that with this, and you'll see that I draw a very thin and then a ball and then back in again. So once you've done that, I'm just filling all that in with white. I do speed this whole video up quite a lot because I wanted to keep a lot of the clips in. Then I'm taking another NYX Jumbo Pencil. This one's in Cobalt. Is that how you say it? Cobalt? Cobalt blue? Cobalt blue! And I'm just using this to go around my hairlines, all around the top, and also just variation, like different parts of my face, and I'm just smudging it in with my finger. I use my fingers a lot in this tutorial. For me, I am a very creative person, but I'm much better with my hands, so I like to just like throw it all on there, and you'll know what I mean when I go through. Then I go in with the Jumbo Pencil in Lavender, which is like a light pink kind of colour with a bit of shimmer in it. Right now, basically all I'm doing is applying a base for all of the shadows and stuff to stick on. This gives it a much better depth of colour. I'm also using that Cobalt shade on my eyelids, and again just blending it out with my finger. This is a really quite a messy look, and it just comes together because it's loads and loads of layering, so don't be afraid, just go for it. Next, I'm taking this palette, which I actually bought off eBay. It's just like a super cheap multicoloured bright coloured palette, and I'm taking a purple shade on this brush, which is a like small kind of stippling brush, which worked really well for this. I would definitely recommend getting some kind of small stippling brush, and I'm just working the purple just kind of in random areas around the face, but majority of it on the outer perimeter. And then I'm going into this blue shade and just dotting this randomly around the face. There really is no method to this madness. It is literally just throwing on the right colours in patchy kind of stippling motions. So you want to stick to like purples, blues, pinks, navies, those kind of colours. As you can see here, I'm packing on a navy shade, and then I actually go into this one which is actually like a black, but it's like a shimmery black, and I pack that over my eyes. So I wanted my eyes to be fairly dark just so they still kind of stood out, seeing as I was going to go for the white contact. So I'm just stippling that over and under my eyes. And you can see I'm being really messy with this. You just, like, the messier the better because it's the galaxy, and the galaxy is not neat, you know, it's just loads of colours all over. I then went in with some matte black and just packed that onto my eyelid as well, just to darken it up. Then I go in with some pigments from Sigma. So first of all, this one is in the shade Teal. This one is beautiful. It's like a teal colour, but it's so shimmery. The pigments is what makes this look work. As you can see, if you just use those shadows, it wouldn't have worked. So then I go into this one, which is Pageantry and Stella. You can see how much fallout I was getting because I used this duo fibre brush from Real Techniques, so it gave that still stippling effect. So obviously glitter was just flying everywhere. It was all in my hair, like it was everywhere. But what you gonna do, eh? Next, I'm moving on to the NYX white liquid liner. This liquid liner is so good, and this is what you're going to be used to creating your, these are shooting stars and then also just stars. So for the stars, I do some like random dots, and then I also do like crosses, like I'll show you in a sec if I can just stop dotting. We're just going to dot around. So lots of stars. You want lots of stars. These, okay? So just like a little cross like that, just like a little kiss on your face, you know. Again with this, don't try and figure it out. Just be really random. Just go for it. Dot all over your face. Dot, 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 dot. Swipe, cross, dot, dot, swipe, cross. You know, like just go for it. Just flick it out and get it in your hair. If you get one that's a bit too bright, I just go over with a stippling brush to blend it out and then do some more dots over the top. As I said, this look is really about layering, so you really just need to keep layering the product up, and then I use my finger just to dab over as well to get just some lighter areas. Once you've done that, I then move on to cleaning up the drips, because obviously we just went for it. So I go back into my foundation but on a concealer brush, and I'm just using this to clean up around the drips to begin with, and then I'm going to go and darken them and also shade them as well. So first of all, you just want to clean up with this. Do you know what? People make it look so easy to like do the side of your face, and I'm sorry, it's just not easy. Like, I can't see around there. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if like maybe I'm weird, but this bit here, like, this was so difficult. Honestly, I can't see the side of my face. I don't know what's wrong with me. I find it really hard. So that is a real struggle for me. So if you struggle with that as well, then don't worry, I do as well. So yeah, I just cleaned up all around the drips first of all, and then I go in with a black liner, a Maybelline liquid liner, and I just kind of trace around the edges of the drips really messily because we're going to be smudging this out, but just to give them more depth and look like they're actually sitting on your face, I just started going in with this, and then I go into like a pencil brush and some of the black shadow and some of the purple shadow, so a bit of black, then a bit of purple, then a bit of blue, just to kind of smudge it out and just darken it all up a bit. As you can see, I'm just doing the liner first and then I'm smudging all around of them just so they all blend in. But you do want to do this line because you do want it to look like it's almost sitting on your face, like dripping down your face rather than just like part of your face, you know. So I just did this all the way around. Would you believe, when I finished doing this makeup, I realised I'd run out of makeup remover. So I had all of this makeup on my face and I just didn't know how to take it off, so I just literally had to get in the shower and use face wash, and my eyes were so painful. Anyway, that was just totally too much information. So just continuing to blend with all of the shades we've used on the face. I'm trying to keep, when you do the drips, try and keep one side darker than the other, because that's going to help you in a minute when you try and kind of shade them a bit. I just cleaned up again because I went like over the lines. Clearly someone can't colour in the lines. And then I went back in with the white liner just to do some more stars in the dots, so they didn't look like they were just not part of the rest of your face. Whew. And then I stuck my moon on. This moon is literally just off a bracelet which unfortunately broke, so I was like, I'm going to keep that because I'm going to use that. So I stuck it on my head because you guys know I love a crescent moon, so I could not do a tutorial with a crescent moon on my head. Okay, so that's on, and then I just put some lashes on, and the lashes I used were unicorn lashes in Pixie Wisp. Then I go into the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and we're going to shade those drips. So you basically want to go in all the little corners like here and just apply like the grey tone in the Shade and Light palette, so the grey tone is much better, and just apply that to shade the drip. This is just going to give it a slightly more 3D effect. You can see already it looks more like it's coming away from your face, like dripping on your face, and it just helps with the illusion that it's a drip rather than just you've drawn a drip. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like a special effects makeup artist, like at all. Like the people that do these tutorials on YouTube that are like special effects, like Glam and Gore, like, oh my goodness, she is insane, like amazing. I wouldn't even try and compete with her because she is so talented, and so like everyone is so talented. But I just wanted to show you that even like me, if you're not into special effects makeup, you can still make it look pretty bomb, you know. So anyway, just continuing to shade those areas. You can see like straight away it gives it a much more 3D effect, and then just give a few little highlights as well with the white liner just on the edge on the lighter side of your drips, and also on the nose and the bits underneath your eye just here. Once I've done that, I felt like I needed more sparkle, so I go into the Urban Decay Moondust palette and I take the purple and the pink shades, and I just go over the purpley pink shades on my face, because we're a galaxy and we should be sparkly. So I just felt like I needed even more sparkle, and this colour actually worked. So like, can you see it just gives it that extra dimension, which this look is all about. Seriously, the more pigments or sparkly shadows you have in the right colours, the better this will look, because you just want it to be like when you turn your head, it's like so shimmery and multi-tonal, which is why I keep moving my head around, because I'm just checking that every area has got a bit of shimmer on it. So yeah, just keep working with those. As I said, as long as they're the right colours, it's totally cool. Next, I'm just setting my foundation part of my face just with a translucent powder, because even though it's Halloween, we still don't want to get any creasing. Then I decided I wanted more stars. I wanted like a swooshy, like galaxy swirl. So I did like a, well, you can see like this, like almost like a U. Then I shaded a bit in there, and then just used my finger to like softly blend it out so it was a bit more diffused, and I really liked that one. That was a cool one. I was happy with this one. You know, like those kind of shapes you get in the sky, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, that's what I was going for. Okay, and then we're moving on to lips. I am using a MAC lip liner in Night Moth, and then I'm going to be filling them in with this Sephora lip cream. It just says number 15. I don't know what the actual colour is, but I knew as soon as I was doing this look that this is the lip colour I was going to use, because to me this is just a galaxy all in itself. Like, it's just the most perfect purple shade. Once you've done that, the look will be complete. All I did was apply a black wig. I applied some white contacts, and then I put my fairy lights on my head. I don't know why, I just felt like putting fairy lights on my head, and I thought how cool it'd be if you actually had wireless ones that you could just wear around your head, so it's like a galaxy floating around your head. That was my idea. Anyway, that's the final look, guys. I really hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I've got another Halloween tutorial coming your way very soon, and then I'm going to be filming one more as well. But don't forget to leave me any requests if you do have any in particular that you want me to film, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.